What advice would you give to estate agents on marketing properties in 2018, 2019 to get the best price?
Great question. It is the fundamental part of what they're employed to do, to market properly. I would say what I call connect the three. Okay, so what I mean by that is that imagine I'm a purchaser, potential purchaser. You're calling me about a house you've just taken onto the market, old school estate agency. Whatever you're going to tell me about that property, 3 or 4 things, normally 3, close to the schools, fantastic, great garden, fabulous parking, cul-de-sac, whatever. Can I see that in the pictures that you're going to use on Rightmove or on Zoopla or on your own website? But as importantly, can I read that? So do I hear, see and read the exact same key points that you're going to market the property? Quite often what happens is the 3 are not connected. So you will read on Rightmove, Zoopla, etc. We're pleased to present a 3-bedroom semi-detached house in the St Peter's development. Well, unless you live in the local area, you'll have no idea what the St Peter's development is. Rather than if you're going to tell me close to local schools, close to local shops, walking distance to the bus, well, can I see those images? Fabulous views over the fields. Is that the main shot? So market the property, understand how you're going to sell it. The second thing, the key point is obviously the photography. Video is essential nowadays. I think video is going to be, should have been right by now, but it will be probably one of the #1 use of media to market property going forward. I'd like to see a lot more of that. But for now, your images that you use, what's your attention-grabbing photograph? Because as I'm scrolling at light speed down my phone on an app, looking at property as we do these days, something needs to stand out and grab my attention. All you tend to see on the portals is just constant images of property that's displayed the way that the valuer or the lister has walked around it. Yeah, front shot, lounge, dining room, kitchen, up the stairs, bedroom, toilet, bathroom, garden. Right, and the garden might be the main selling point. So you're selling the property to generate a lead, an inquiry.
So what you're saying is, put the photographs with the best at the best at the start. So if the garden is the shot, put that in.
Absolutely. What makes what's the standout feature of this property? In some cases, it's why the vendor bought it. Asking the vendor, why did you buy? What's your favourite room? This back room is fantastic. Right, that could be the main photograph used. Just get away from the bland, lazy marketing that's going on.
It's almost like an inventory photograph shots for lettings.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And also remember that the fundamental fact of marketing a property is that you're using images to drive leads, not viewings. Yeah, viewings will come of it.
It's interesting.
Ultimately, you're creating a movie trailer. That's it. Okay? If you want someone to come and see the movie, you show the best bits of the movie in a 2-minute clip.
Of course you do.
So it's a movie trailer. I want people to, that's what we teach. I want people thinking, create a movie trailer for the property.
So what's your thoughts on these 3D Matterport things then?
There's a place for them. I think currently what I'm seeing is that they're being used predominantly for sexy property, whereas actually they should be used for all property. If that's your marketing, then use it for all property. Why differentiate between just because the house has been well decorated? I think there needs to be more location, so more information to people about the locality. As the market, as it's widely reported, has been starving of stock now, people tend to change their location, don't they, for the search. So it's fair to say that more buyers are looking in areas maybe they might not be as familiar with. So they want to see location area shots, shots of the town, shots of the amenities, all those sorts of things.
Interesting you say about the video. As you know, I teach agents how to use video in estate agency, letting agency. And one of the things we're teaching our people at the moment is to actually stand outside the property being interviewed. So someone else has got the camera on one of those gimbal things or even on a tripod, standing outside the house, talking about the locality, and then the camera follows them in, walking around. So it isn't just them with holding a selfie stick. The camera's filming them in the property.
Yeah, presenting it.
Almost like the TV shows.
Homes Under the Hammer, isn't it? If you watch Homes Under the Hammer, as a couple of million people do a week, what you always see is that when they start about the property, they talk about the location. It's outside. They walk up the street, so you get to see the street. Then they walk in. They don't start in a lounge, or they don't start stood right by the front door. And I think there's a lot to be learned from that.
Huge tip for you guys out there in a state agency who are doing those selfie tours is where a lot of people go wrong is that they stand in the middle of the room and just look at the camera all the time.
Yeah.
And they go, this is the lounge, this is the fireplace, this is this, this is it. And it worked. Huge tip, which I'm happy to share with everyone, is if you watch the TV shows, they treat the camera as a person, and when you go into a room, you don't look at the person all the time. No. So you go, this is really nice, isn't it? Check back at the camera. Yeah. And you go right and check back at the camera, but just not always eyes on the camera.
Great advice. That's why you watch Homes Under Hammer. I always laugh at it because you always see the estate agents walk in the room and they all look around at the coving and the ceiling. But that is obviously, don't look at the camera.
You got to have the clipboard.
Yeah, have a clipboard, that's it. Purse your lips.
Have you ever been on
Look
Homes Under
up
Hammer?
No. A couple of my clients have, in fairness, very recently, so it's good fun.
Any other tips?
Well, for marketing, yeah, absolutely. Just make sure. I mean, the most important one of all is that when somebody calls the office from the advert's done its job. But when the person that answers the phone call needs to be, a stereo of that property again, needs to be able to say the important part.
I'm a huge fan that every neg should go to the property and have a look at it.
100% agree. Absolutely. How can you advise and sell something and be a voice of authority if you've never seen something?
Can't, can you? Basic stuff.
Basic stuff.
Anything else?
Just, I mean, that is the key one. Make sure that you connect the three things: see, hear, and read. Yeah, right. The advert is not designed to get viewing. So if you're taking a photograph, look at that photograph and say, if someone sees this photo, is it going to increase the chance of a call or decrease it? If it's decrease, remove it.
Yeah, it's all about, I hate people when they take photos of loos. They make a viewing.
Yeah,
it's like the CV. The CV is designed to get the interview, not the job.
Yeah.
The Rightmove listing is designed to get the viewing, not the sale.
Movie trailer designed to get people into the cinema.
I like that one. I'm going to take that one off you.
Cheers, yourself.